Welcome back. Stasa23 here, back again with some knife therapy. And the knife I have in front of you today is the BlackFox Bean Generation 2. And BlackFox is kind of, from what I gathered, is a sub-brand of Fox Cutlery. It seems like it's kind of like Spyderco and their Bird line, Kaiser with their Tangram line, and now we with their Civivi line. So the reason I picked this up is because this is a collaboration with custom knife maker Serge Panchenko, and I always liked the design, but it was a little bit too far out of my budget for the size of knife. And whenever I saw this guy, I had to give it a shot. And let's check out their packaging. Really nice for it's like a $32 knife, I think it was. You got this sleeve. Then you have a magnetic box. You got your little fox on there. You got your magnetic closure, and then you got your little spot for your bean. Really nice, like I said, a budget knife. And here is the knife. I got the murdered out one, only because that was the only one they had, but I'll probably be doing some modifications to this guy. So let's get into this little bitty guy. Speaking of, let's get some quick specs. You got an overall length of 5 1/8 inches. Got a blade length of 2 1/4. You have a cutting edge of 1 7/8 inches. You have a handle length of 2 7/8 inches. You have a grip area of 3 inches. Your width is 0.79 inches, so nice and slim. Your thickness is way under the average at 0.39 inches. And your stock thickness is 0.118 inches. And the behind the edge thickness is right around 28 thousandths, which, not bad, especially for, a quick pull it out your pocket and do a quick cut, maybe a thread or an envelope or something like that. Not bad whatsoever. So let's dive into this little guy. Perfect coin pocket or watch pocket, whatever you want to call it, type of knife. You have this sheep's foot-ish drop point blade that is absolutely sterile. Love it. They kept all the billboarding off of it. They put that on the frame, which I'm fine with. Your blade stops are right there on the outside. As you can see, it's coming in contact not with just the G10. The G10 is an overlay onto a stainless frame. You have a perfectly executed sharpening choil, or almost perfect. It's pretty darn close. I don't see any flaring. That'll show when I sharpen this guy, but it looks like they missed it by, like a 1/16 of an inch, but we'll call it good for now. I'll report back later after I sharpen it. You have a blade hole to open the knife. You don't have any sharp edges. I mean, they could have knocked this down a little bit more, but you can see they have done some knocking off. It's not sharp to where I'm going to cut myself, but it has a little edge to it. Let's close this guy up, and as you can see, it is a non-locking knife. It's a slip joint with a detent ball retention, where the detent ball holds it closed in the closed position. This thing's not going to come out, and it holds it open in the open position, but all it takes is a little pressure on the spine, and you can close it up. As you can see, when closed, you can definitely see why it's called the Bean. You have a G10 scale, like I said, right here. You have the BlackFox logo right there. Very minimal construction. You have a T8 Torx pivot and a T6 body screw. They did a nice cutout to be able to easily access that thumb hole, and I keep wanting to press that like it's a frame lock, but what I do is I just kind of push it like that, and when you have it open, you can hold it right there at that front part, and I mean, it's not going to stop it, but it will give you a little bit of traction to keep it open. Mainly when I do cuts, I was mainly doing cuts like this, or holding that blade like that, or just dragging cuts. But I did do a few like this, but mainly I was holding outside of the knife. You have decent retention with that detent ball. And you could always push the spring bar down some if you wanted it to be stronger, or just the opposite if you wanted to loosen it up. But I think they have it dialed in just right. They put most of the markings on the scales. You can see the blade steel 440C. It has a flat ground blade. I guess that's the model number, the BF 719 G10. And then you flip it over, you have the BlackFox branding there, and then you have Serge Panchenko's Maker's Mark. I like his Maker's Mark a lot. Pretty cool. You have a stone wash on the frame and on the, it's kind of like a smoke wash or whatever you want to call it, on the blade. It came nice and sharp out of box. I don't have any paper nearby, or I'll show you, do I? Let's see, I can probably use this piece of paper. But I have been using this, guy, so let's see if it's still sharp. Yep, still sharp. Nice. I was trying to break down a box earlier with this to see how easy it was. Did a decent job. Let's see. Like I said, very minimal construction. You have flow-through construction, one barrel spacer, and the pivot. That's all. Very, very nice and minimal. You do have a pocket clip on this guy. I removed it whenever I got it, and I'll show you why in a second. But you can definitely keep it on there. You have nice retention, and I'll show you what it looks like in my simulated pocket. So you have that much sticking out with your slanted pocket, and that much sticking out with your straight pocket. So you do have a good bit sticking up, not overly bad. You do have enough to grab onto it to be able to pull it out of your pocket. But like I said, I removed this pocket clip mainly because I got this Scout leather pocket slip where I keep my EDC flashlight, and take the pocket clip off of this guy and slide it in here. So a nice little combo. Usually carry this in either my front left pocket or my back pocket. Let's get this open again. You don't have any skeletonization because you don't really need it. It is stainless, so it is going to be a little heavier rather than if it was titanium or so, but he does have mid-tex like that. 2.18 ounces, not bad at all. Like I said, I mean, this is a secondary blade, and you know that's not going to weight me down any. Let me see. This thing, it keeps getting smoother and smoother. Love the action on this thing. It's very addictive. I sit here all day playing around with this. My wife's like, "Stop the clicking." It's riding on phosphor bronze washers, and they did a really good job. Like I said, it's just nice fluid action. You don't have a lot of pressure coming from the leaf spring back here. It's dialed, like I said, dialed in really nicely. Let's see. The centering is dead on, perfecto. I don't know how good you can see that, but it's good. Let's get a few size comparisons, and then I'll let you guys go. Got the Kershaw OD2. These two are almost identical in size. The OD2 might have, yeah, it's a little bit bigger in blade and a little bit bigger in handle. This one's really close, might be identical, is the Best Tech Zen. I think these are the exact, no, I'm wrong again. Best Tech Zen is a little bit longer, but comparable. It's those called micro knives, I guess you could say. And one more last one is my GEC number 15 Lick Creek. And these two are pretty close. If you count like where you'd hold it, like how I hold it, then you got the same size handles. You just have a longer blade in the number 15 boy's knife or whatever it's called. So there you go. Let me know what you think about this guy. They do have version with a satin blade and I think packawood scale. They had one just with a tumbled, with no black coating on it, just tumble finish. And they might have had another one. I plan on, being it would be a quick, easy mod, I plan on maybe putting some natural micarta and taking the black off there, because I'm not that technical type. I don't really, I think it'd look a nice contrast with the black. Had that reddish colored micarta. Y'all tell me what y'all think down below. And that's about it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. Oh, and I have one little gripe, nothing functionally with this knife. They did a good job on that edge too. Nice and even on both sides. Way to go. But they went out of their way to black this whole knife out. Everything besides this, but I mean, because you wouldn't be able to see it. They ghosted the logo, everything. But you went with that. Why? Why? You even went with the black, black torch? Come on now. Why? Why's that? I guess they thought it matched the edge. I don't know. But other than that, really cool knife. Way cheaper than the custom and the mid-tech. I think the mid-techs run $350. That's a pricey knife for the size, but I figured at $32 or $33, it wasn't much to lose here. I'd definitely give it a shot, and I'm very glad I did. So, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with all your friends and family and your social networks. If you like my videos in general and you're not already, hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, right to the right of it, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of my content. I'd like to try to do giveaways when possible. And if I haven't already, I'll be doing one here soon. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace.